good time for everyone. I'm very dressed down right now. Normally on vacation, I'm doing a full face, but welcome to the live. I am Brandi. This is AstroTarotResearch traveling edition. I am still live from here in Asia. And so this may be a bit of an oddball time for some of you, my regular astronauts. If you are new to the live, as I said, welcome. I'm at Brandi from Astro Tarot Research. I combine tarot, I do with astrology, and I make predictions based upon that or help you discover insights. I am a practical tarot reader, so I use my real world experience for about 15 years of reading tarot cards and probably a little bit longer for astrology to give you a clear understanding of what might be expecting or what's unfolding or what could be happening. There's just lots of different possibilities here. Now, I've been known for being a straightforward reader, and that is part of my style, and maybe for some of you, my appeal. Though for some of you, it may not be the right choice for you because you might be in a sensitive place in your life, and therefore, I would advise you to find a reader who's a little bit less direct. And so that is my disclaimer there. But other than that, I am happy to be live. Hopefully this isn't a strange time. I'm testing out all the times until the end of February, you guys. Then I will have more consistent pop-up live times so you can have expected windows for when I will be live. So it'll be less random. It'll still be random, just less random. It is a pop-up after all, right? It's kind of like when teachers do pop quizzes and they're like, there's a pop quiz coming soon. So you have an idea that it's coming, but you don't know exactly when, but you know it's coming. So that is where I am. Because I'm traveling, I have brought a small deck with me, and that is the Rider-Waite Panoramic Tarot deck. So you can see the full expanded image of this deck, which I think is very beautiful. I love all of the unique twists when it comes to the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, sorry. But also, if you are new here, I just want to let you know that, as always, it is $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth questions. Now, since I'm traveling, I'm only going to be able to do tarot questions and not astrology because I don't have my laptop here to pull up your birth charts and everything. So I just wanted to let that be known. If you have a question or something that is on your mind, then we can answer that today. So I'm in a great mood, guys. Obviously, I'm on vacation. Hey, good morning. Let me know your question. And I'm so happy that you are joining, that you're actually here. That's shocking to me. My vacation is going pretty well. I hope you're doing good as well. And it's a beautiful, I don't know, in America, I think it might still be January, but it's February here. Hey, how are you? I'm going to pronounce it I think it's eyes. Okay, just a different spelling of eyes. I don't have much time. Here's my question. Okay, let's go. And just for you guys know, members get one free question a month. So just let you know, if you become a member, you do get a free question a month. And with that, you also get the monthly readings as well as some experimental readings, which I am planning for the members. But if you are not a member, then the standard price is $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth. Will T take our relationship to the next level, to the romantic level? Let's get into that. And since you don't have much time, let's keep it concise. Let's go. Your last week was super accurate and insightful. Wow, thank you. I'm glad it was very insightful. I'm glad you like the reading. Remind me, what did I say? I always love hearing the feedback. So usually when I hear the feedback, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. Okay. Oh, a card came out. We have the lovers. I think that's a clear yes. I don't think I've ever seen such a clear yes when it comes to a reading. So the lovers here on the panoramic tarot deck, you can see it here. I don't know how well my phone camera is focusing here. They're on their own little island together in love, having a conversations. So for sure, I think he is ready to take things to the next level. You said he had a lot of passion, which is very true. Wow. So, I mean, he's about to show his passion soon, I guess, with the lover's card. Hey, Maid Morgan, how are you? Yeah, so I mean, I think this is going in a good path. Looks like you two are aligned with wanting the relationship to be committed and to go into that direction, especially when we talk about the lovers here. I think that's going to be an easy going transition conversation, whatever you want to call it. And I think it's going to be beautiful. So, congratulations to you. you know, it's always lovely when people are in love. Very nice. Thank you. Happy to be here. I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy to have everyone here. Let me know what time it is where you guys are. Right here it is, I think it's like 9 something. Last time I checked, I was walking back to the hotel. So, I don't know exactly the time, but that's what it was here. 9 p.m., I should say. But it's been a good time. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope everyone's safe. I hope everyone's happy. And if you guys could do me a favor, feel free to hit that like button. I'd really, really appreciate it. It means a lot and it helps the channel grow. And honestly, it just makes me happy. Thank you so much. I appreciate your insight. Right now, I'm super focused on self-love, especially in Aquarius. But I'm super grateful I'm able to connect with such amazing people. Yeah, it's always nice when you have good company, beautiful people to be around, and I don't know, it just makes life wonderful. It's almost 3 p.m. having a coffee break. I would love coffee right about now. I think all the Starbucks or cafes are closed. There might be one open. But I envy you, Morgan, having that coffee. What type? Are you drinking a latte, espresso? Thanks so much for reading. Enjoy your vacation. Thank you. And I hope everything works out with you and this mysterious man. He seems like good energy. So I hope everyone is doing great right now. Can you believe a month has flown by? It's shocking. It's very shocking. 6:45 a.m. in Colorado. Wow, you're up early, D. Cold brew it is. Okay. Cold brew is not bad. All right. It's a time and place for it. It would go well right now. It's very hot here. But it definitely, as long as it keeps you energized. I hope you guys are in a good place. This month was gone by so fast. It's crazy. Yeah, it has. It shocked me. I'm like, wow. Last January, 2025, it was the slowest January ever. This past January has been like that. Like, time has just flown by. There's just so much going on in the world. It just feels like it's hard to keep up with everything. At least that's how I feel. And if you guys are just coming in, my name is Brandi. I do tarot and astrology. I have 15 years experience with tarot, a little bit longer for astrology. But right now, since I'm traveling, I can only do the tarot reading questions. I am using my small little Rider-Waite panoramic deck where you can see the full view. It is $5 for yes to no, $10 for in-depth questions, unless you're a member. Members get one free reading, one free question a month, I should say. And also they get the monthly readings, the yearly readings, the seasonal readings, as well as some random creative readings that I have been cooking up. One will be premiering next Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. But also my regular readings are always out every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So I just wanted to give you guys that brief overview. And as you're coming in, let me know what time it is, where you are from, and hit that like button. I would really, really appreciate it. Right now, I am on vacation in Asia, and it is nighttime, and it's hot, and it's great. I love that it's so hot. I've been sleeping like a baby. And I can't believe Valentine's Day is only 2 weeks away. How many of you guys are in relationships? Me, I'm a single girly. I thought this will be a general reading. I do general readings, all questions, well, not all questions, but basically any question within the boundaries of my morality, I will answer. And it's same as always. If you guys are unfamiliar with the format, I keep majority of my lives up unless someone requests that they don't want it up and they don't want their question there. And so you guys can familiarize yourself that way. But how it works is usually users will come in, they will ask their questions, they'll payment, and then I will get straight to it. Information for payment can be found in the description bar. I finally figured out how to do that on my phone. So you can go through CashApp or PayPal, or you can just super chat. So either way, there are 3 options available, at least for now, until I can figure out another option if people are requesting it. I know some people, maybe they want Zelle or Venmo. I'll figure that out. But right now we're traveling and there is no time for that. But yes, questions, people come in, they ask about love, especially with Valentine's Day around the corner, work related questions, family related matters. There's all sorts of insights that the cards can reveal. I love that I got the 6 of Swords representing traveling, Maybe some of you guys are thinking of traveling and trying to figure out where you want to go next. Or I was just looking up today or listening today because I love like psychology videos about transition phases in people's lives. And I think the 6 of Swords is a good card to represent going through a transition. And I think now that we have, at least in Western astrology, Neptune in Aries, and Saturn will be in Aries on the, what day is that? The 14th, the 13th, whatever. It will be there. That's going to be a different transition too. Situationship. Oh, someone's in a situationship? D, are you in a situationship? You got to get out of that. You need commitment and love and stability, unless you like the situationship, Now, me personally, I haven't even dated in a while. If you guys are new here, I was in grad school for quite some time. This lighting is terrible, but I guess there's nothing I can do. It's that hotel lighting with that overhead lighting. Nightmarish. I look like I'm in a horror movie. But it's okay. It's okay. You'll just see my shiny forehead here. But yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know your relationship status. Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Where are you coming from? I am very, very curious. I'm just going through and shuffling these cards as we prepare. And as you're coming in, don't forget to hit the like button. I would really, really appreciate it. All questions are welcome. Just remember, no questions are free unless you are a member. So just wanted you guys to know that, because I know not everyone is familiar with the lives and how everything works. There is information in the description bar below if you guys want more information or if you need a reminder. Good day to you and all here. Good day to you too as well. Hot of Dice. Am I saying that right? Oh, I think it's hot solstice. There we go. That's me and my dyslexia there. It just reads what it wants to read and sees what it wants to see. So, hey to everyone there. I hope all is good. I have been having a great time over here. I'm in Singapore right now, and it's the middle of, there's a Hindu festival going on, and so things are very, very lively outside. And it's a great time. I might go back out and roam the streets. I saw a lot of people buying stuff, so I'm very curious as to what they're buying. Not that I need to spend more money. I've been a hermit and I'm trying to break out of it right now. Yeah, get out there. The world is so big and beautiful. There's so many things to do. Depending on what you do, I'm a crafty person, so I like creating things. I like having fun, like this phone case here. I created this little phone case, went to a workshop. So you can find so many different cute activities out there in the world. Life is so big. Kind of got to get out of your shell, everyone. You never know who you'll meet or what you'll enjoy. And guys, don't forget, as you're coming in, don't forget to hit the like button. I really, really appreciate if you could do that. It would make me happy, and it also helps the channel grow. And sorry if you hear any noise. I see there's some banging going on here. I don't know if anyone's cleaning or what's going on there. But yes, hit that like button. I would really, really appreciate it. I just want to introduce myself again. Hi, everyone. I am Brandi. Welcome to Astro Tarot Research. I'm a practical tarot reader. That means I'm very blunt, to the point. I use real world examples based off of my 15 years of experience when it comes to reading tarot cards, almost 16 now. And so based upon that, I like to tell the answers as it is and as I see them. I usually combine astrology and tarot together to bring deeper insights and understanding into the meaning of the cards. And I like to do my best to give you guys detailed but realistic answers based on what I see. I used to be so creative and crafting all the time, but now it's difficult. I've been under so many attacks. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Sometimes we do go through those time periods in our life where it just feels like our spirit is really down and there's just so much chaos around us, you know? And then, but I just want you to know, like, you're going to be able to step out of that. It is not forever. You're going to get back to a place where you feel loved, happy, comfortable, safe. You know, just know that. Like you already, I subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. And I know life is going to get better for you, Hot Solstice. Like, we all go through those times, and it's tough. Just know that there is always a light at the end of the tunnel, everyone. There's always beauty out there in the world, even if there is a lot of negativity. But just know that sometimes you have to fight for peace, you know? Sounds ironic in a way, but it's true. But guys, let me know how you have been. 9 years of hell, girl. Damn, you got to get out of there. Is it the environment? Is it the people? Whatever it is, you don't deserve 9 years of that. You have to get that heavy weight off of you. You know, because your spirit deserves to be free. You know, I'm sure you have lots of beautiful things that you can create that people will love and appreciate. Say, I got out. Good. Woo, hallelujah. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that you got out and you're no longer in that place, or I'm so happy. Now it sounds like what I was talking about earlier with the Six of Swords, that you're probably in that transition stage. I've been in hermit for 2 years. Yeah, it can do that. When you have that heavy weight on you for so long, you just need time to recover. Hi, I'm new here. How this works. This works like this. You come in and you ask a question, you send payment, and then I will answer your question. Payment details can be found in the description bar below. You can go through my PayPal, CashApp, or you can super chat. It is $5 for yes and no, $10 for in-depth readings. My PayPal is Brandi, or it's AstroTarotBrandi@gmail.com. CashApp is AstroTarotResearch, same as the username, but no dash. And then super chat is just super chat here. Pretty simple, but that's generally how it works. And I will pull cards. There's no limit on the amount of cards that I will pull. I just like to give, full answers that are unique to you, that are special to you, that can give you insights into whatever it is that is on your mind. Okay, I will do super chat. Sounds great, Josh. I am happy to hear that. And right now, guys, I have my Rider-Waite Panoramic Tarot deck. It's one of my smaller decks that I could fit. I was trying to create enough space so I could bring things back for my friends and family. You know how it is. You can't come back empty-handed. I mean, you can, but, it's kind of sad. you know, always got to figure out what people want. I always try to get personalized gifts. Things that I'm like, okay, I really do think that this person will like this. I don't want to do something general, you know. At least that's what I'm thinking of. I've gotten 2 gifts already for some people. Now I'm trying to figure out what other people might want. And I'm just going to figure it out. But yes, guys, if you need more information for how everything works, that can be found in the description bar. I finally figured out how to work it. Because I know some people want to read. Some people like the vocals and the conversation-wise. So I just wanted to clarify that. And as you're coming in, don't forget to press that like button. I really appreciate it, and it helps the channel grow. Also, selfishly, it just makes me happy to see the like button being pressed. I'm very plain Jane today, guys. I went to the spa, and so I had to wash off all the makeup that I had on earlier. And I didn't want to get that in. They have an onsen, which is like this big hot tub that you get in. And I was like, okay, I don't want to get makeup all up in this tub, So that was my day. So how are you guys doing? Are you at work? Are you getting ready to go to bed? Where are you at in the world? I am very, very curious to see where everyone's at. Me right now, I am technically on vacation. How long will you be visiting there? Not too much longer. I only have a few more days left here. So it's actually, I'm trying to get everything done. That's why I'm a little bit tired, because I'm trying to compact so many activities in just a small amount of time. And, you don't want to waste time, right? You never know when you'll be back. Hola, bonita. Greetings from Mexico. Hey, hola from Mexico. I hope everything's great. Mexico's a place I've always wanted to go. How's the weather there? Is everything hot? Is it cold? Does it get cold in Mexico? I've never heard of people saying, I need my winter jacket for Mexico, but Mexico's huge, so who knows? I don't think so, but you never know. Every time I think and assume something, somebody, I'll say this, they burst my bubble and circumvent my expectations. Sitting in a foot of snow, haven't seen snow like this since I was 3 years old. Yeah, the U.S. was crazy when I left. Like, there was snow everywhere. I wasn't sure I was going to make my flight. So I understand. You know what? The good thing about it, though, is that you can always act like a kid and build a snowman, go do a snow angel situation, stuck somewhere. Yeah, I'm almost 48. Yeah, it's insane. Wow, like, I wonder what brought the snow about, But I know a lot of people were stuck in. Last time I checked back with friends, they basically had no work for, I think, the week. We're testing Greenland seems like. You're not wrong. Like, hopefully this is a one-off, because I don't know if America can take all the different snowstorms. People were freaking out. They cleared out the shelves. Let me know if you guys were the type to, like, buy a bunch of, like, food and toiletries and all of that jazz. I didn't buy a thing. I figured it would be fine. But depending on where you were, if you're in a more rural place, if you're in a place that is, I guess, more isolated, it's going to be harder to clear out those roads, because there aren't going to be as many people to provide the service. So I know. No, I'm starving. Oh no. Like, man, you got to find your way out, because you need something to eat, because that'll put you in a bad mood. It makes you exhausted and tired. You got to get out of that. Like, hopefully you can find I don't know, hopefully the roads are clear enough that you can get out and get something. I know you said you have a lot of snow there. You might have to start shoveling if you can. Because, man, sitting in hunger, I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. Yes, I'm feeling like crap. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And as you guys are coming in, hi, my name is Brandi. This is AstroTarotResearch. I am a practical everyday tarot reader. What that means is I like to combine tarot and astrology to give you deeper insights on what could be unfolding, or what could be happening, or what is the energy around your question. Now, I'm a very blunt, direct, straightforward reader, but I'm also highly detailed, so I have been told. And so I'll say this: if you're someone who maybe needs a little bit of cushioning, or if you're someone who prefers a softer delivery, I may not be the one for you. I have a lot of good qualities, but maybe I'm not as diplomatic in my speech as I could be. I have tried. At some point you got to accept your personality, but that is who I am. And so if you like that type of reading style, very direct, very blunt, then you should get a reading or ask a question. Well, you can get a private reading too, but private readings are on pause until I come back to the US. But for now, you can do the super chat. My ex, Nitin, is trying to contact, but he keeps disappearing. I mean, just tell me whatever you feel like me and Nitin. Okay, I want to know what he wants from me. Just want him to marry me soon. As long as it's not all about love. What's wrong with love? It'll be Valentine's Day soon. My ex is trying to contact me. Let's see about this Nitin. We have the Two of Wands here. Definitely describes a person who is in and out. When we get the Two of Wands, they've already got one foot out the door. It's like they're here, but mentally they aren't fully committed, right? Their eyes are elsewhere. So let me see. This person, like you said, in and out, keeps disappearing. What is going on with them? We have the Emperor. So what they are focused on right now is essentially kind of like building their empire, whatever it is their empire is in their mind. Perhaps they have some goals, some dreams, some career ambitions that they're focused on, because that's generally what the Emperor is going to represent. They feel like, okay, I have this big world in front of me. I want to conquer it. I want to expand. I want to grow. But let's see this marriage and what's going on there. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So I'll say this. I don't think that he's going to marry anyone soon, because I generally get the Nine of Pentacles to be very self-oriented. Like, when I say he is someone who is thinking about his own needs, his own desires, and his own life, that is like consuming his thoughts right now. He's figuring out, how can I achieve the things that I want? How can I have a better life? How can I have a comfortable life? How can I continue to grow my garden and build upon any successes that I have in life? And then we have this Ten of Wands there, and he's very overwhelmed by responsibilities and duties and goals and ambitions and drive. And that is what is on his plate right now. He's not really focused too much on love. You know, he's focused on, can I get the job done? Let me see what's happening. Now, I think for him, we have this Eight of Cups. Let me clarify the Eight of Cups. I think for him, he recognizes that you're someone who is highly valuable, and he has a sort of like a deep care for you, right? With the Eight of Cups. But the feeling there is like he thinks you probably deserve better than him. That you deserve to be with someone who is thoughtful. He's scared of in relationship, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me, it just feels like he's not making a relationship a priority. Because when I see that Eight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, it's like he's walking away from something that potentially has a lot of long-term value, can be good for his life, can be something like stability, how do I say this? Security, safety, warmth, peace. And he's choosing a more rough, independent route. I don't know, to him, in his mind, he's like, I have to go do my own thing. He does like me. Yeah, the cards show that. To me, I feel like I'm looking at the cards and he's thinking, all right, you're somebody who I could potentially marry here. Because I usually get the Ten of Pentacles to represent, like, I see this person as marriageable. But me, myself, I think in my mind, I want to focus on, I don't know, if he wants to be some big shot in his career, if he wants to make a lot of money, if he wants to start a business, whatever the case may be. But he's like, this is what I want to do. I want to focus on something different right now. And then we have the Six of Cups. So like I said, there's a lot of love there. There's a lot of care there. There's strong affection. They feel like you're somebody who they feel comfortable, safe, and loved by. And there's this good energy there. Yes, he has big goals. Yeah, sounds familiar to me as well. Man, you guys have types, man. Yeah, and it shows, his big goals show. He's consumed by his goals. When I see the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Wands is like, the Ten of Wands is, I don't care about, I don't care, but more so like, there's a lot going on around me, but the only thing I'm focused on is my mission. So let's say he was a lawyer and he was like, okay, the only thing I'm focusing on is how can I make partner? How can I gain more clients? How can I do this? How can I do that? Like, that is where his mind goes. And so when he sees you, he's like, okay, I have this loving, caring person, but my time and energy and my effort needs to go into hitting this goal. He can't have peace of mind without hitting that goal. That's kind of like where they are. This excites him. He feels passionate about it. It brings life into him. He loves it, to be completely honest. He kind of loves the hustle. He loves the grind. That's kind of like where his mind is. So I'm not saying, the cards aren't saying it's like, no, he won't marry you, but it's more so like he's married to his ideas. He's married to what he wants to accomplish. That's what he's like married to right now. And he's exhausted, to be completely honest. So true, it sounds like him. I'm glad it resonates, because this is his energy. But I do see a lot of care there. So that's good. as a reader, trust me, I've seen a lot of stuff going on in these cards, and it's not always as loving and affectionate. But here, I do see love here. I see a lot of care. I see a lot of like, I'm so happy to have this person in my life, but I think this person might be too good for me right now, and I can't give them everything I want. This sounds spot on for me as well. Man, you guys are going through similar things. Hope he gets the courage to express his feelings. I'm sure he will. I think when things slow down and he has room to think rather than just being in this place where he's like grinding and pushing through and focusing on the next task and the next task and the next task, then I think that's when he's going to get to the point where he expresses those feelings, because it's going to give him time to sit and think. That's what he needs. He needs to be on pause before he can take that leap into something romantic, because right now he's not in a place where he can support a relationship, because I'm waiting for him to reach out to me soon. I'll say this, keep busy while you're waiting, because they're overwhelmed with the amount of things going on in their life right now. And it's like they can barely keep up with everything, all the different moving pieces in their life. So, and if he won't, treat you right, there's always other guys out there. But I understand the heart wants what the heart wants. That's how we all have to live, unfortunately. Yeah. But I'm going to wish you well, Josh, because you definitely deserve the best. I mean, even he thinks that you have so many great qualities. You are welcome. Could you pull a few for me? I'm in question about every aspect of my life. I could, but you have to send payment first, and then I can get straight to it. And for those of you coming in, if you would like to ask a question, you can go through PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. I know that not everyone has every option available to them, so I try to get at least 3 options there. And how this works is you come in, you ask a question, and I will pull a card to answer. All you have to do is send payment, and I will get right to it. Okay, I'll have to connect a card. No problem. I will be here for at least another 20 minutes, I believe so. And you are welcome, Josh. And I'm wishing you the best of luck. And if you guys need any information or any reminders how anything works, if you need my PayPal email, Cash App, all of that, it's in the description bar below. I finally figured out how to work it since the last live. Things were a little bit complicated. I haven't been live on my phone for a while, so I am getting oriented, I'll say that, when it comes to working through the phone. It's interesting to do things this way. I probably should have done it widescreen. You know what? I'm learning. Next live, which I'll probably do in a couple of days or so, I'll have it, sideways. So it'll look better on the YouTube. But that's going on here. Sorry for the bad lighting, guys. I just have that weird overhead lighting. I don't have my bank card connected to any of my cash cards. I'm just going to listen today. Can't get out money on my Cash App. No problem. Anyone is free to listen, And as you're coming in, don't forget to hit the like button. I would really, really appreciate it. And also, don't forget to check out the latest reading on my channel. We have lots of different readings there. And if you want, you can go back and view past lives if you want to get a feel for how everything works. I usually keep the lives up just so people can go back, listen to any questions that they have. And also for those who are new to the channel, they can always go and check it out and get an understanding of how things flow and how things go. Also in the lives, I will do the weekly collectives for the scheduled lives. I did one for last week, and I believe you can go ahead and check that out. It should be there to get an understanding of how things will unfold for us this coming week ahead. I'm going to do the weekly collective again later in the week for next week after that. So every scheduled live, I will usually do a weekly collective. Since I'm on vacation, I'll have to do the weekly collectives in the pop-ups. But that's where things will be headed for the next week or next couple of days or whatever the case may be. I have too many issues in the past with all that. My bad. I would love to hear what you're thinking about my situation. You might have to come back, hot solstice, when everything is working. And hey, Josiah. I hope I'm saying that right. Josiah? Josiah. You know what? I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that. All right. Hopefully all is well with everyone. And let me know what time it is where you are in the world. Here I am in Singapore. It is probably almost 10. I'll say that, maybe. I'm just guessing. I can't see the time. Just based on the last time I checked. I'm having a great time here. I love it. It's walkable. It is so hot. I'm getting those steps in. I'm gonna come back skinny despite all the food I've been eating. But yeah, this has been a wonderful time, and I hope things are going well with you all. And also, if you're just coming in, I'm going to say this again. This will probably be my last time saying it. Hi, I'm Brandi. Welcome to AstroTarotResearch. I have 15 years of experience when it comes to reading tarot cards and a little bit more when it comes to astrology. Here on my channel, I combine tarot and astrology to give you everyday tarot and astrology for the real world. That means I give practical insights on how things will unfold, what's happening, the energies around you, and I try to bring clarity into any questions that you may have. How the live works is you come in, you send payment, you ask a question, or you ask a question and you send payment. Either way, it doesn't matter which order you want to go in, and then I will get into your answers. There is no limit for the amount of cards that I will pull. I'm just here to make sure that we get a full answer and understanding of what Spirit is trying to say when it comes to your question. And it is $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth question. That is US dollars, in case you can't tell by the accent, just wanted to say that. I don't know why I keep saying, I can't stop now. I'm going to just hang out and listen and enjoy. Thank you for hanging out with us. And if you don't have a questions, you could just hang out here like hot solstice. There is no problem. We can chat away. I will be here for at least another 15 minutes. So I have no problem just hanging, talking to you guys, seeing where you are in the world. There are a lot of scary things going on in the world right now. So any sort of comfort or peace or just like moment where we can all pause together and just chat it out and connect is something that I really look forward to and appreciate. I love coming to do the lives and listening to you guys, hearing your stories, hearing your thoughts. Normally I have a poll question, but since I'm on the phone live version, I didn't see the option to put a poll. Maybe I'll figure that out, but for now I do not see a poll question. But yeah, I love to ask you guys, things like, your favorite food, places you want to travel to, whatever the case may be, whatever's going on in your life. I just like to ask you guys, and I'm curious. Sometimes I ask you guys, I remember for Halloween, I was asking your favorite Halloween creature. So just fun questions that I like to throw out there that if you're interested in answering, you should come back to the lives. And I also have polls on my community tab. Now, those are a little bit more specific to astrology and tarot oriented, but if you want to answer those polls, then go ahead. I think the latest poll is astrology related, where I'm asking you guys, how it feels to have Jupiter in Gemini. So from a Vedic astrology perspective, Jupiter is in Gemini. And I believe it actually goes direct on the 4th. So in a few days, Jupiter will be going direct. So that lets me know that a lot of things will be wrapping up when it comes to that area in your life. Now, from my understanding and my studies, Jupiter naturally rules things like wealth, prosperity, but also general wisdom. From what I've seen, I see Jupiterian people being known for like the ultimate teachers. Well, I guess that's why it is being the guru, the planet that represents teaching, wisdom, having someone who is like a mentor. Jupiter is the ultimate mentor. And I always see Jupiterian people in positions where they are advising others, okay? I'll see them as dating coaches. I see them as like the therapist's therapist, you know, like they're that master level when it comes to that. So you can probably think about different areas of your life where you might feel as though, okay, I have gained a strong sense of wisdom or mastery over this area, or maybe just I've gone to the next level in terms of my knowledge. That transit, it can feel like that when it comes to that transit as well. So just let you know what the possible energies are. It's hard to know without looking at somebody's chart, but Jupiter does bring those types of things. It also brings expansion, but sometimes the expansion is a little bit too expansive, because when you think about Jupiter's energy, people say, you know, it's expansive in terms of fortune and wealth and health, but actually Jupiter is kind of just general expansion. It's like it wants to make everything bigger, whether that's good things or bad things. So if you have, like, let's say an addiction, you know, Jupiter can expand that. But if you are somebody who has a very healthy lifestyle, it can expand that too. And you can have the most healthy lifestyle in the world. You know, maybe you start going to like yoga 5 times a week or something with Jupiter transit. It depends on where it's on your chart, but that's the generally vibes. I went on an astrology rant, but if you have any questions when it comes to tarot, feel free to ask them, and I will answer them. All you have to do is send payment through Super Chat, PayPal, or Cash App. My PayPal is AstroTarotBrandi@gmail.com. My Cash App is AstroTarotResearch, same as the username, but no dash. And Super Chat is just plain YouTube Super Chat. It is $5 for yes or no and $10 for in-depth questions. And as you guys know, I am very in-depth when it comes to the analysis of the cards. The energy pools. Look, we have the Queen of Cups. Maybe my cards are saying that we're in an intuitive vibe in our lives. Or maybe we're all feeling intuitive right now. Hopefully you guys are doing good. What's your New Year's resolution? Like, what exactly do you want to accomplish this year, if anything? I am very curious to know. Me personally, I think I want to focus on like realigning my career, like really focusing and honing in. And I'm not talking about tarot and astrology. Guys, you know, most tarot and astrologers have another job. But my other career. So that is where I am at when it comes to my New Year's resolution. And I'm saying this because, you know, we're leaving January for some of us pretty soon. Some of us already, depending on where you are in the world. You know, if you're in Australia, it's probably February 1st, right? I guess it's February 1st here too. But you know what I mean. We're leaving January behind. We're moving on. And I'm curious to know if you feel like you're getting closer to those resolutions, New Year's resolutions. I'm getting tongue-tied. Let me get some water. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions you would like me to answer. We could talk about love. I'm sure that's on a lot of you guys' brains. As I was talking earlier, I was saying, hey, Valentine's Day is coming soon. I'm sure some people are single. Some people are in relationships. Some people are in situationships. Let me know if you have any questions on that. Expansion of career, and I want to meet my forever hubby. Yeah, I understand that. Hi, am I eligible for a free question? Yes, I would like to know about my career progress in the next 5 years. Yes, you are. It is a new month, Archie, so you are eligible for your free question. So if you guys don't know, members get one free question a month, at least for now. It's not like I have a lot of members, so this works out. And if you would like a free question, all you have to do is become a member, and you will be a part of that free question a month gang. Let's get into this. Just a little of what my goals are. Yeah, I think those are pretty good goals, you know. And hey, armchair. I love that name. We have the Six of Swords. Archie, so. And we have the Hierophant. So, let's start with there. So the Six of Swords, obviously it represents going through a transition phase in your life and shifting directions to something new and coming out of rough waters. So if you felt like you've been in a place in your career where things weren't exactly what you wanted, or maybe the environment was a little bit chaotic or overly competitive, to say the least, things are going to move to a more stable place. Things where there are more harmonious, where it feels like a community, where it feels like you're working together, where it feels like you have a home. The thing about the Hierophant is that it represents community, it represents having a shared goal, right? Versus when we talk about the Six of Swords, it's coming from the place of Five of Swords, right? And so there is no shared goal, there is no shared mission, and it's every man and woman for themselves. So it feels as though things are going to move in a direction where people are working together, rather than it's like, I want to go for this position and I'm going to make sure I stand out, and I'm going to do this so make sure the boss sees me or the higher up sees me, and I'm going to take credit for this thing. You know, very competitive environment, things like that, right? So that's showing a big shift in your career in terms of that. You're going to find a place that feels a bit more like home. And I like how we have the chairs on the expanded version of the panoramic tarot deck, because when I think about chairs, I think about something that is stable, structured, someplace where you can, oh, I can sit here, and it can feel like that for a job, like I can stay here. So no bouncing around, no transition. And then I do want to say this, when we talk about the Six of Swords, quite literally it can just mean travel. So you might actually find yourself traveling for your next job, moving for your next job, something along the lines of that, Archie. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So we know that there's going to be more money, more stability, more happiness. And then also it can represent a good work-life balance here. When I see the Nine of Pentacles, it's not just about prosperity when it comes to material gains. It's about having a routine that you like. It's about being able to live in a comfortable environment. It is, hey, I can afford to eat these nice foods. I can go for a walk if I want to. I can take some days off. So this can technically represent more vacation time, more downtime, more peace, more enjoyment. And it just feels like you don't have to be in this place where work is this heavy burden. It's something that you do to live your life, and you might even enjoy it a lot more, especially when we talk about the Nine of Pentacles. And then I'll pull one more, and we have the Lovers. See, I love the Lovers because numerology wise they connect to six, and six is a card of harmony and balance. So it goes back to what I was saying before, where over the next 5 years, your career is going to be more balanced. It's going to be more in aligned with what you would like, and within a job, as well as within your personal life. Okay, so it's not going to feel like, oh, work is bleeding into my personal life. It's made me so tired that I go to sleep as soon as I get home. None of that. It's going to feel like, oh, okay, you know, I worked for the day. Now I can do the things that I want to do. I have the energy. I have the bandwidth. Everything is perfectly fine. And then we see the Lover's card representing having easygoing conversations, conversations that are fulfilling, that feels as though you can be open and honest. I really do feel like that, because normally when I get the Lovers, I represent this as people generally being friendly and open and having an understanding that everyone's human. So they show a lot more empathy towards each other when I see the Lover's card. Thank you, exactly as I'm praying for. Love you. Love you too. Just liked. Thank you for liking Armchair. So there's a lot of good things coming for you, Archies. I love doing the career readings. I love readings too, but I love the career readings. Maybe I've just been brainwashed by the 90s where it's like independent woman or something like that. But I just love seeing that people get to live their lives and fulfill their goals, and it feels like they're on their life mission. Not that love can't be a life mission. Like, I guess you can, your goal in life could be to start a family or to get married or something like that. Nothing's wrong with that goal. If that makes you happy, then it makes you happy. And sometimes there's a karmic lesson in that, right? I don't know why I'm getting off track. But yes, if you guys want to ask a question, feel free to come in. It is $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth. Unless you are a member, members get one free question per month, as you can see there with Archie's. Also with the membership, you get the monthly readings, the yearly readings, the seasonal readings, as well as you will get a random reading. I like to test my readings on the members only because I know certain readings are not going to do well if I premiere them on YouTube because they're not searchable. So the members will get those readings. And you are welcome, Hot Solstice, and thanks for hanging out. I am very happy to see so many of you guys are up and awake and doing your thing. I gotta come live at some early hours, I guess US hours, I mean, more often. I never thought to do that because I'm a late morning riser. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a grumpy girl in the morning, you know. Don't judge me, don't judge me. But yes, if you have anything on your mind that you want to focus on and you feel as though you would like some clarity or understanding, or maybe you just want to get a better feel for the situation, feel free to ask the question, send payment, and I will get directly to you. I really like your style and energy. Thank you, Hostosis. I really like you as well, you know. I really like to hear that. Thanks for the compliments. I always love a compliment, guys. So feel free to compliment me. I just heard something the other day. It just reminded me, I went to this dinner and they were putting on a show, and one of the performers said something, I need the 3 C's from you: cheers, claps, and compliments. And I was like, oh, I love that. I got to start saying that. Cheers, claps, and compliments, guys. I love them all. Very 6 of Wands energy. You know, I love the cheers, claps, and compliments. You're trying so hard, you won't get attention. I don't know what that means. But cheers, claps, and compliments are always welcomed here. And as you're coming in, don't forget to hit the like button. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot. it helps the channel grow, and it also makes me feel good. So if you just want to do something kind and make me feel good, feel free to hit the like button. If you don't, then I guess that's okay. I'll be sad, but I'll live. And let me know if there's anything I can answer for you guys as well. I would really, really appreciate being able to answer your questions. I just love the creative questions that you guys come up with. I've heard some amazing questions that I've never even thought of. So you guys are so unique and thoughtful, and you guys are very open and honest with me, and I love that we have this space that we can share together and just be open about things. That's my love thing, doing for others. Yeah, I like that too. Love language, I like, what is it? Acts of service? Yeah, that's a good one. Acts of service is a good love language. I like acts of service and quality time. We have that in common with the acts of service. But acts of service and quality time are great. And I like gifts too. But I wouldn't say it's a love language, but I feel like acts of service and gifts are like combined. Because a gift can be an act of service, right? Like if they buy you something you need, that's what I'm thinking, That's how I feel about it. Emma, you trying too hard. I'm blunt, my bad. I'm not even sure what Emma meant, but who knows? But I am going to close out the live in a few, guys. If there is no questions, the new reading will be out Thursday at noon, Eastern Standard Time, as per usual. I think I have my poll posted and ready for Wednesday. So be on the lookout for the community tab. And if you want to answer the poll question, it will be tarot and astrology related. Then go ahead if you're curious. Any announcements I will make on Tuesday. I'm probably going to do like maybe a quick blurb about Jupiter going direct. I think that is the major aspect that is happening. I think Uranus is, from a Western perspective, moving, what is it, out of Taurus soon as well. There's a lot going on in February and March astrologically. And so, I don't know. We'll see. I'll do a quick blurb. So if you look on the community tab for that. Otherwise, guys, you'll see me in a couple of days because I do have to do the weekly collective for you guys so that we can get an understanding on the vibes that are... Yeah, you can ask a $5 question, Marilyn. For sure. You could be the last question. But I will be popping up later this week. I wish I could give a concrete time, but I'm in explorer mode, guys. Like I'll see something and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. But I will pop up. I will pop up for sure. Oh, guys, and as you're coming in, don't forget to hit the like button. I would really, really appreciate it. It means a lot. Helps the channel grow. Helps me get out there. I feel like the people on the side of the street that sell CDs help a struggling artist, help a struggling YouTuber. Hit the like button. I would really appreciate that. It means a lot. And also today I'm using if you're curious about the cards, these are the Rider-Waite Panoramic Tarot deck. So you can check that out yourself. They give like an expanded image. You can see justice here. And then you can see them in the courts trying to, I guess, make their case and seeing who's going to win. Can you tell me what are the current thoughts and intentions of my Scorp aunt in terms of me and our relationships. Do you have hype on your videos? I think I do. I think it's automatic for all videos. Last time I checked. What other current thoughts and intentions on my Scorp aunt in terms of me and our relationship? All right, we have the Two of Wands. The Nine of Wands. And the High Priestess. I don't know why I won't turn. The High Priestess here. Two of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the High Priestess. For me, I feel like whatever your aunt has said or whatever that has unfolded with you guys, I'll say this, she truly believes whatever it is that she is defending herself about, or whatever. If there was an argument, if there was like a debate, a disagreement, she truly believes the things that she says. She's standing her ground with that, with the Nine of Wands. Her intentions here, I think her intentions are sort of just like really to state her case. From my understanding, she might be thinking about, because there's Two of Wands, they're in this mindset of like, how can I explore someone else's world, someone else's mindset, but at the same time, how can I make sure that I let my position be known and it doesn't create too much chaos? Because when we talk about the High Priestess, she is in a place of quiet, peace, reflection. And so I really do feel like the intention is, number one, keep the peace. Number two, help you understand their perspective. And there is this element to them that is very much like, maybe we should put a pause on things. How do I say this? Like, they don't want to, right now, have this really deep, intimate connection. They feel as though things have come to a little bit of a halt, a little bit of a pause, and it's better not to stir the pot. So right now, they're just like, let me step back. Let me figure out a way I can help this person understand my perspective. But beyond that, I don't want to cause any more chaos. I don't want any turbulence. I don't want things to spin out of control. I just want my perspective to be known. And then we're just going to see how things unfold from there. But let's not keep pushing things. Let's not keep, trying to make a connection that maybe isn't there. But I will say this, like, I don't think this is a permanent, like, I want our relationship to be over. You know what I mean? I feel as though this is like, let's just take a pause for now. You know what I mean? Like, let's just, like, our relationship is transforming, our relationship is changing, and it feels as though we both have our own perspectives and views on where we want to go, or what we think, or whatever the case may be. But I really want to keep the peace, because I'm pulling the Knight of Pentacles and the Star. So to me, it's really honing in on just like, I really want to work on making this relationship amicable. I want to work on making this relationship polite, well mannered. It doesn't have to be anything deep. It's just like, let's just get along, like let bygones be bygones, agree to disagree, or we'll keep things surface level for now. We won't go too deep into things. Like, it's very much that type of energy. So that's kind of like their intention. They don't really have a negative intention. It's just like they don't want stress. That's kind of the vibe. Definitely help with the algorithm. Girl, you're really honing home. And now these are my readings, tripping me out though. That's wild. That is hitting home. Do thanks to everyone on here. I'm curious how the aunt feels truly about this niece. Yeah, let me know, Marilyn, what is unfolding if you're feeling something different, because the cards are kind of just showing that they don't want to fight. Like, like they really don't. They just feel as though they're a little tired, but they also want you in their life. They just don't want stress. Kind of like, that's the vibe. Yeah, I'm nosy too. I understand. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep us updated on the situation, because I'm very curious. None of these things, it's interesting though, because we don't have any swords. So swords are like the card of communication. We do have the star card, which connects to Aquarius, but Aquarius is kind of just like, it's not communication that's like really deep, it's really not. It gives like HR vibes with the star card, these are the rules to keep everyone peaceful and together. Like, that's the star card type of energy. They don't want to talk at all. I think maybe she doesn't want to admit her wrong. I don't think she thinks she's wrong. None of these cards would say that. Can you tell me the same case with my Virgo aunt? I only pay $500 for detailed. Here is the balance. Oh, thank you. All right. We have the Eight of Wands here. Let's see. Okay, this is Tower card. And the Six of Pentacles. Eight of Wands, Tower, and the Six of Pentacles. So this aunt's intention, obviously, to be very honest. They want to have a very honest conversation. And with this Six of Pentacles there, this is someone who is wanting reciprocity. Their intention is just to have an open, honest conversation with you. That's what they want from the relationship, where you guys can talk a little freely, that you can give each other advice. And to be honest, when I look at these cards, it might feel like she wants to give you some advice, because you know how aunts are. When I think about the Eight of Wands, that's like, I have a message for you. And then we have this Tower card, which is like, I have a very powerful, strong, open, honest, blunt, message here. And then I generally get the Six of Pentacles for, I'm leaning on this person for advice, thoughts, things like that. And so their intention is almost in a way kind of like to enlighten you in a little bit. They do want to hear your perspective as well, right? Because we have the Six of Pentacles, and that's generally going to be about balance. Woo! That was the Justice card here. Sorry, guys. So in a way, this Virgo aunt, I don't know, like I said, I don't know how things have unfolded. I don't know if there's been an argument, but I mean, the cards do indicate that there was something that you guys may have not seen eye to eye on. I'm talking about the Scorpio aunt. And this aunt here, I don't know if she knows about it, but it sounds like she knows about it from the cards. And she wants to be a little bit of a mediator here. So that's kind of what the vibe is that I'm getting from this aunt. There's no ill will. It's just like, I want to hear your perspective. I want to hear the other person's perspective. And I want to ensure that you guys have an understanding of each other, or at least I have an understanding. You know, there was a disagreement with both aunts. That's interesting, because this aunt, I wonder if they view it as a disagreement, because in their mind, they are kind of like, they're the mediator. They in their mind, they're the mediator, they're the messenger, they're like, I'm just here to really just have an understanding of your perspective, my perspective. Like, this Temperance card here is like a balanced perspective, point of view. They want to understand you. Like, that's kind of like the vibes of the cards. I want to know what you're thinking. I want to understand you. I want to know what's going on in your brain. But at the same time, like, I want to give some advice. I want to give my thoughts. I want to give my perspective. The Temperance card, I often connect to belief systems, moralities. This is what I think. This is my system. This is what I believe in. This is what's inside. Like, so there's this conversation that they want to have, and they want to have a very open and honest conversation, especially the Virgo aunt. I wouldn't say the Scorpio aunt so much. They, not saying that they don't want a conversation, they just kind of want to be nice. But this one really wants to have a deeper, thoughtful conversation, especially if this conversation is centered around, like, usually ninth house things is like, this is the life that I choose to live. This is who I'm going to marry. This is my philosophy on things. This is, like, for example, if you come from a culture where everyone has kids, and then you say, I don't want to have kids. That's a very ninth house thing. It's like, this is my belief system. And it's a little different from everybody else's. It doesn't have to be different, but it's just your belief system. So usually it's going to be a conversation around, like, this is what I believe, this is what I think, this is the life that I'm trying to live, and this is the type of conversation they want to have. They want to know what is going through your head. Will take me, for instance, my brain doesn't shut down. I think 100 miles an hour, things I shouldn't know about, cut out and spoken out. Linda, I'm not sure what that means. Marilyn, like I said, I'm nosy. Do you have a third on? I can't. Knight of Swords here. Knight of Swords, very direct, very honest. They want to have this conversation pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if they, hit you up, especially since we also got the Eight of Wands as the first card. So they're like, this is immediate. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about this. Let's get this out of the way. Let's clear the air. Let's put all the cards on the table. Things like that. Yes, I do, for a matter of fact. If you got a beef with a third aunt, this is crazy, but she's very open. Like, she's coming from a very understanding place. So she really does want to hear your perspective. She really wants to hear what your point of view is. She's not there to beat you over the head or criticize you, or at least that's not her intention. Now, she might do it, but that's not her intention. She really feels as though there are some things that just need to be discussed. Don't tell me she's a Capricorn. Hopefully not. So I really do feel as though the Virgo aunt is probably going to initiate a conversation with you soon so that she can gain your perspective. Gemini. Okay, I know she's not in the beef. Hey, Gemini, it's hard to beef with a Gemini. Not saying that they don't get on people's nerves. It's just like stressful. What is happening? Let me see this. But I hope things are working out, Marilyn. Or at least I hope that you can at least gain an understanding from the Virgo aunt, the one that wants to actually hear what you have to say. Because sometimes people, their intentions and actions don't align, unfortunately. You know, I've done that. You know, maybe my intentions are one thing, but then people hear another thing. So I can understand. But I'll say give the Virgo aunt a chance to say what she has to say. She definitely wants to give some advice. Um, but she'll be very honest. She'll be very honest with you. Thank you. I feel like the Scorpion is criticizing and trying to be nice. She's covertly being nasty, I think. I hope not. I really hope not. Like, the cards didn't say that. Like I said, she's just really saying, okay, let's not rock the boat, you know? It's like when you see somebody and you're in a work environment and you don't really like them, but you don't want to like cause a scene because you're at work. So you just say, you know, nice day, you know, like, yeah. So that's kind of like the vibe she's a little bit on. Marilyn, thank you. Just gave me a little bit more courage to work it out with my aunts. Mine too. Dang. Everybody got aunts that are beefing with them. That's a lot. That's exactly it. Yeah. That I can see that. I hope the situation works out. I hope it you know. Money dollar signs. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Marilyn. All right, guys. I'm going to close out. So, as always, watch the latest videos. Check out the community tab for any announcements, for any polls that you can participate in. Members, stargazers, there will be a new video coming out Saturday. Don't know what time because you can't schedule it for members. I don't know why YouTube does that. You know, I wish I could just schedule it. It'd be so much easier because otherwise I have to just check my phone, set an alarm, and then post it. It's so dumb. But that's YouTube. So be on the lookout for that. Be sure to hype any videos. As Hot Solstice said, that's a good way to get some boosts. And I definitely need some boosts for my channel. I love you guys. It is so great to see you all and to pop up. And I'm very, very happy to always get the chance to see you. So I'll see you guys in a couple of days to do the weekly collective. And then you can ask any questions that you want to ask. Remember, private readings will be up again on February 16th, I believe, that day. I think that's the Monday. But it's that Monday after the weekend of Valentine's Day. That's when private readings will be available again. So if you have a very specialized question or something unique that is personalized to you and you want a little bit more detail, you want some numerology, you want some more time, then private reading is definitely the way to go. and you can go through the Etsy or the booking form that will be up as soon as I get back. Right now it's on pause, obviously. And I think that's everything. I think that covers everything. Yeah. So I will see you guys next time. I said, love it, light, sending you all love. Yeah, sending you all love and light. Know how I found you, but I'm so grateful. And I'm so happy you're here. Thank you all for stopping by, and it has been wonderful. And I'll see you next time. Au revoir.